Hello and welcome to Arguing Ever After. I am Luke and this is my lovely wife, Amber.
Hello.
Together we're the Lord and Lady who lock horns,
The Count and Countess of Contention,
the Duke and Duchess of Disagreement,
and the King and Queen of Quarrels. In this podcast, we argue about all things big and small, and we let the audience vote determine who the winner is.
Many of our topics are frequently submitted by our listeners, which we actually like. So if you have something you want us to battle about before you try it at home, please share it with us at arguingeverafter@gmail.com.
All right. Just a forewarning for any of our visual audience.
Or our audio audience.
I hope not our audio audience. We do have a guest who may or may not show up. Our new Great Dane puppy, Cleopatra. She is in my lap, and we're hoping to keep her quiet because we would like to not have a barking, whining dog during our podcast.
That is true, because we have a barking, whining dog enough.
Yeah. But I think right now she's probably pretty comfortable and cozy on my lap. So
She looks that way.
yeah. But we'll find out.
If you were scratching my head and I was laying on a blanket on your lap, I would also be pretty chill right now.
Yeah, I'm hoping she just sleeps, but no worries either way. Here we are on episode, what did I say we are?
32.
32. Remember when I talked about toes and fingers and all that to count up that high?
There's a lot of fingers and toes.
It's a lot.
You technically need all your fingers and all your toes and someone else's.
We got a dog.
Both of their hands.
Yeah. But
technically, doesn't she have spares? Because she's got the dew claws.
yeah, but I think that only gets her up to, yeah, no, she doesn't really. I mean, it's fine.
Okay.
But anyhow, so here we are, episode 32. Things are on our podcast, I think, are going steady.
Yeah.
Going steady.
Which is pretty good. We were going steady once.
We did. That happened.
In the 1900s.
In the 1900s.
Did we still call it? I don't think it was. I think that was slightly before our time.
I don't think anyone called it that. But
I think I was asked as a youth if we were going steady.
oh, okay. All right. No one asked me.
Well, this would have been like your parents, maybe.
Oh, I could see maybe them using that term, I suppose. But yeah.
Or potentially elder siblings in a mocking way.
Maybe. I don't know about that. Anyhow, so we're trudging along. We do have, I think by the time this airs, I'm not sure where we're going to be at, but Luke is having his other surgery.
Yeah.
So
The trudging along she's referring to is us trudging through life right now.
yes,
It's hard.
Yes. But in the long run, I think it'll be much better once you're all healed up.
I sure hope so.
And you can.
Man, if I get surgery for no reason, I'm going to be mad.
Yeah, it's going to work fine and it'll be great. But if there is, for whatever reason, a weird pause in our podcast, don't worry. It's just recovery time. And we did not expect that we wouldn't be able to record the next one.
There will be no pausing.
All right. I guess I will podcast alone. We've talked about it before.
Or you could involve me. Maybe we have to podcast from a hospital bed.
Right. Or maybe it won't be visual.
You could invite a guest star, potentially.
I could. That could happen. I don't know. But we
You
wish...
don't sound upset.
We wish Luke best of luck in his surgery that is coming up. And a speedy recovery for all involved.
The poor guy getting multiple surgeries.
I know. It's a big year. But why not add that into the mix of everything else going on, Or is everything else being added into the mix of your surgeries? That's the real question, Luke.
Wow.
Which came first?
The chicken or the egg?
Your medical needs or everything else happening?
The answer is the Big Bang.
Okay. Wow. That's not at all controversial.
No, it's not. Creation isn't controversial.
Well, so we had, in the very beginning of our podcast, we said there were going to be some topics we'd stay away from, and there you go. You just...
We did not say the universe was something we would stay away from.
Are you sure we didn't say the universe was something we'd stay away from?
I'm sorry. Let's talk about other stuff today.
What else is in the universe?
There's a lot of stuff in the universe that we can talk about.
Yeah.
Like space is in the universe.
Space is, isn't it?
Space
Isn't that
well, no, it's not, because I feel like I read your mind just now, and don't do that. It's off limits.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Go ahead. Why don't you go ahead? Go ahead.
Space like the final frontier?
Oh my God. Oh. Okay, so, and for the people, obviously you've seen the title. If you're watching or listening, she doesn't know, people. She doesn't know what...
I do.
Oh, now you know. But you didn't when you were asking the question.
I think I did know. I think I did actually know.
Okay, yep, let's pretend you know your franchises now. All of a sudden.
But I lumped them all together.
They're not all together.
So that might be the bigger sin in your mind?
They do all share... They share a love for what's possible out there in the vast realm of space. And they tell their stories in different ways, but, most of these things involve some sort of space travel with some sort of humans or humanoids, depending on what you're watching. And, they tell stories about being out there.
So if you've been following along for a little bit, it is not unusual where a certain genre has been brought up during our podcast, and I have kept saying, we'll do it on a different podcast, please.
You mean sci-fi? Because that's a genre. Or are we giving Star Wars its own genre?
Don't you think with all of it, don't you think it kind of has its own genre?
No.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Really?
Really?
Like it's got its whole, like its huge, massive story with a bunch of gazillions of side stories.
Sure, but like technically I feel like Star Trek has a larger catalog. I don't know that which it has like a larger following or whatever, and we probably don't need to get into a debate like that necessarily.
Well, I'd have no
because you want to talk about controversial. Now we're getting controversial.
Oh, Star Trek versus Star Wars?
Oh, for sure.
Where does Battlestar Galactica fit into all that?
Magically, because that was fantastic. You know what else was fantastic?
Stargate.
Yeah. So good.
I watched that one. Oh, interesting. Stargate, wasn't that about like something with Egypt? And we named our dog Cleopatra.
Oh, yes.
Was that?
No. But because Cleopatra was a person.
Yes.
And okay, good. We're going there. And so in Stargate, the gods were actually an alien race in the movie and in the TV series Stargate. So like it would have been Anubis and Ra and Hathor and Set, and like those were the gods of ancient Egypt who would have been portrayed as aliens in the movie and in the TV series Stargate. They would not have had people.
Okay.
The aliens, because the aliens wanted to play gods. That was their deal. They would pretend to be gods because they were advanced species, and they would fly their spaceships and use their super weapons and find primitive cultures and say, "We're gods. Give us all your stuff."
So the Star Wars versus Star Trek wasn't a fair question. You said you wouldn't go there.
No, because there's not. You don't. That's not. First of all, I am personally of the belief that we don't need to pick favorites.
What? Of course you do.
No, you don't, because they both had their own way of doing things, and it was great.
Okay.
And it explored what are, I think, the deeper questions for us as humans in different ways that were both wonderful. I really mean that. I liked the shows. I liked the movies of both of those two. And I very much like the this falls under the subcategory of sci-fi called space opera.
Oh.
There's another few that I've seen that we don't have to add more into the mix.
Okay, so is it then unfair if I were to ask you if Stargate or Star Wars was better? Is that an unfair question?
No, in that it doesn't necessarily invite more controversy because 100% for sure, Star Wars has a larger population of followers. Where if you were to get the Star Trek versus Star Wars going, both of them have a large number of followers.
I'm gonna say, I really think that only one of the two created a language that people started learning. Am I right about that?
Nope.
Oh, Star Wars did too?
Well, yes, comma. I just can't stand that we're talking about this as in depth as we are. The language you're talking about is Klingon, and it's considered to be a complete language.
Okay.
So that is the issue between the two. Is that? Never mind. I don't want to get into it anymore.
Okay.
We're going to just move on from this. The reason you don't get into that is because you get some very passionate people.
Okay.
Who are ready to pick all the sides that they,
And this might get me canceled, you're worried about?
With a section of the population, that is possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
So let's not do that. The people already know you don't love sci-fi.
That's true.
They already know that you don't care about Star Wars, which is really depressing.
That's true.
But we don't want to add people into
You're protecting me.
Okay. Yep. We don't want to add people into the mix here.
That's very nice that you're protecting me from,
Just don't.
from the Star Wars and Star Trek
You're welcome.
people. Mm-hmm. So, okay.
And Stargate and Battlestar Galactica.
Is there anything current that's doing all this stuff right now? What's the new hotness? K-pop Demon Hunters? No.
What?
Oh, never mind. Just kidding.
Nobody that knows anything puts that anywhere near the category of what we're doing. What? How did you? That's not even. Oh
I don't
my
know
God.
anything about it.
It's a cartoon.
There were Star Wars cartoons?
Yeah, it's a cartoon. Let me finish.
Okay.
It's a cartoon made for smaller children, where the other two things you've referenced are made for a wide audience, including adults, and it's about demons from the underworld. It's not about space and
Maybe I should watch this TV
spaceships
show.
and okay, sounds good.
I feel like I could get in some K-pop and demon hunting.
I'm super excited for you to do that.
Yeah, I probably won't watch it, but I don't know. All right, so Star Wars. Can you explain to me why you love Star Wars so much? I'm giving you the floor. This is the Luke hour or half hour to talk about one of your favorite films. I won't say favorite because apparently I can't say that. Of all time. This is the Luke show.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. Because we don't need to pick.
Right.
We don't need to pick our favorites. We can have more than one thing that we love.
Yes.
Why do I love Star Wars?
Yeah.
So many reasons. It was the first movie that I saw as a kid, because it came out before we were born.
Yep.
I saw it as a small kid. It was the first movie as a kid that I saw, which showed me that anything was possible. Because the story, it helped a lot that the main character's name was Luke.
Yeah.
I will say that. But regardless, it did this for billions of people over time. So certainly the name is probably not as important. It showed me that anything was possible because I really was able to connect with the story and believe the story of, like, you've got this kid who's working on a farm for his aunt and uncle, doesn't really know story of his parents. You should just let me take the floor on this one.
Can I just ask a question? What did they farm?
Moisture.
Okay.
Okay. So you've got a kid on the farm working for his aunt and uncle, but he's a dreamer. And he's, like, looking off into space, and he's trying to work his way to go to, like, space, essentially. He talks with his aunt and uncle about finishing at the academy so that he can go off on adventures. Anyway, so he's a dreamer, but he works on the farm.
Yep.
And not that I grew up on a farm, but I had one generation removed, two actually, farmers in my family, so, like, that was not irrelevant. And, like, who doesn't, when they're a kid, have some notion of far-off adventure as a sort of, creative escape?
Like in a galaxy far, far away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
In a time long, long ago.
That's true, too.
Just realized.
Okay.
This is the main difference, and again, I'm not going to get us canceled. I'm not going to get me canceled. The main difference between Star Trek and Star Wars. Star Wars is in the past. Star Trek is in the future.
Yes.
There we go. All right. Sorry. I was just...
And Star Trek is not like in a non-Earth related timeline.
Oh.
It's like...
They didn't have Earth at all in Star Wars?
No.
There's no Earth.
Right.
Huh.
We have nothing to do with it.
Nothing.
In Star Trek, it's Earth. Well, not really, but it's... The people are, like, Earth people.
Earthlings.
Yeah.
That's what we're called.
Like 500 years in the future.
All right.
Something like that. I actually don't know the math, but anyway, I think that's when, like, the first
On the Enterprise.
Star Trek things happened. That wasn't the first
Are you sure?
spacefaring ship. And yep.
Captain Kirk wasn't on the Enterprise?
Well, that was the first TV show.
Oh, okay.
They've done a bunch of prequels and sequels, and they've changed the timelines.
Why do they do that? They all thought this is a sci-fi thing. Sci-fi thing whatsoever.
Two reasons, probably. I imagine tell more stories because it's fun, and also, make more money.
Yeah.
I mean, like anything that we do, does it find commercial success? And if it does, then okay, let's do it. You know, if they knew they were going to lose millions of dollars, they wouldn't greenlight a project.
Right. Okay, I'm sorry. I derailed you.
As you are known to do.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be that interesting if you just did the straight storyline, because people could watch the movies for themselves.
Arguing ever after with just Luke would be less fun? Is that...
No. I was talking about, like, if we just only talked about just the movies and there was no interjection and you were just recapping them,
Oh, yeah.
Like, and chances are...
You're the charming, ignorant of the facts co-pilot.
Chances are most people have seen Star Wars movies. Most people, I would say, who are listening. So
That's
the odds
true.
are pretty good. So
I would agree.
So you like it because he's a farm boy. Farm boy.
With far-off adventures. And then finds out that he is able to go on these far-off adventures.
Now,
through a series of rather crazy circumstances, but,
For some folks who heard me say farm boy, they were thinking, fetch me that picture.
Wow, now we're Wesley.
Yes.
And
so there you go. I've kidnapped a little bit of this with The Princess Bride. Now you may continue. Sorry.
Okay. So anyway, so then he goes off on said grand adventure, which spans a massive amount of story, which I got tired just thinking about it, which it's like we're currently 9 movies in and a bunch of TV shows that have been made and cartoons, as you pointed out, and like bunches and bunches of books that have been written to expand the whole storyline. So there's not enough time, but the gist of it was, and the reason I loved it as a kid and still do, is it tells the story of what a possibility, and through that you get to watch all kinds of different struggles, whether they're political in nature, which, you know, an oppressive empire, or whether they're personal with
Like a love story.
Sure, or a friendship, or
I suppose.
or you know, I don't know, finding a mentor in life that is outside of your immediate circle of family or friends, or I don't know. There's so many things. Learning how and when to fight, not just fighting for the sake of fighting, and learning how to respect where you came from, how to respect who your bloodline is, and I don't mean like respect like in the normally understood way, but you know.
Because I was going to say, I don't feel like the bloodline respect thing there really actually happened in the Star Wars movies.
It did in a number of ways, just in different ways. So respect and fear, but then later, you know, respect. Like his parents were 2 different people. So, you know, he had...
That makes sense.
Wow. He had, you know, scary, bad, evil dad and
Yeah.
really good, saintly mom, and yeah, I don't know. Anyway, bad dad turns good, spoiler alert, at the end, before he dies.
I mean, turns good or does something good. I don't think that one is necessarily the same as the other. I don't think that by one
This is going to be
good act,
something I'll table for later.
I don't think one good act makes you a good person. I feel like chances are everybody's going to do something good in their life, you know. So, okay. All right. Sorry, I derailed you again.
That's okay. Anyway, so that's in the sort of the initial movies that I watched as a kid, and then when they came out with the second round of movies, which were prequels, in the 90s, the 1900s, 1990s, those ones explored more of the Star Wars like galaxy and added in some new characters, some new Jedi that were foundational to the story, and
Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson.
That was important. He was really
They
important.
added in, I mean, he was Mace Windu after all.
I mean, I know about his lightsaber and what he had etched on it, and it's not safe for me to say on radio, which we go on to, but like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep, for sure. And
about all I know.
And they added some new villains, which were spectacular. They added in a bunch of new like types of creatures, because they're all technically, all of them, including the humans, aliens, because they're not like humans. They're like humanoid.
Can I ask a question that probably sounds stupid?
Yeah.
So the bad guys are Siths. Siths.
Well,
How do you say that? There's Siths?
the
feel like-
Sith is...
How do you say multiple Sith? Is it like just moose? And there's no Mises?
I think it's Sith. Yeah.
Siths.
They are
Siths.
Sith.
Okay. So is that a like race of people or just like a belief?
Yes-ish.
Yes-ish. Okay.
It was made less clear as the movies went on.
A race of being. I guess people is maybe a...
So it's certainly something that can be adopted as a way of belief, because you have often in the stories Jedi who turned to the dark side of the Force, who then became Sith. There's also Jedi who turned to the dark side who did not. And then there's Sith who aren't Jedi who turned to the dark side. And like the second to last or most recent movie they made, they got a home planet.
The Sith did?
Yeah.
Oh, good for them.
It's good for, I don't think, but they didn't acquire it. I feel like it was there because there were like monuments and it was thousands of years old.
Oh, they already had it.
Like I feel
They
like
lost
they've been
it.
around there for, no, I don't know if they lost it either. I think we learned rather that they had a home planet.
Are there any more movies coming out, or is it done?
Yes.
Oh, there are.
A year or two.
Really?
They either start recording this year or they start recording next year or something like that.
Filming, yeah. Interesting. So what you're saying is we are ahead of the curve. We are ahead of, with our podcast right now. Look at us, like we're change makers right here.
Whatever
You
you're talking
know.
about, I'm in. So can
Yeah,
we get some
yeah.
Star Wars behind the scenes
Trendsetters. That's
going?
the word. That's the word I'm looking for.
We're setting the trends, people.
Setting the trends. Talking about Star Wars a whole year before
Yeah.
the recording happens. Interesting. Okay. So they have...
So they added to the story in the
Yep.
prequel. They gave us who was Darth Vader as a child.
Yes.
And so we learned about Anakin Skywalker.
Yes, we did.
He had very strong Force tendencies, and so then the Jedi came and they wanted to train
Was
him.
he a farm boy too?
No. He was the son of a slave woman.
So where do you think the farm folk came from? Like, whose side are the farm folk from?
What?
Like Luke's farm aunt and uncle. Whose siblings are those, do you think? Are they his mom's or dad's?
Not dad's.
Or is it just
And
kind of
not-
like
and
uncle,
not-
like family, close
I don't
family
think
friend?
they were actually family. I'm not entirely
like
sure. And I don't know every fact about Star Wars, let's be clear.
Okay.
I know plenty because I've seen the movies and watched some of the shows. I haven't watched all the shows. I haven't read, I think I read like half of one book and then I was like, didn't feel like going further in it. But
So maybe I'm asking questions that haven't even been answered.
no, I feel like that's been answered. I think what the actual answer is that they're somehow related to the rebellion and the guy, what's it, Senator? Can't remember. I don't know. I'm at a loss right now. But that took the did it take that split the kids up, Luke and Leia, whoever that was. I think they were like maybe friends to him, and then they said aunt and uncle was like.
Yeah. No, that's
Anyway.
fair. We have friends who are like family, and like we have
sure.
kids who think.
I would adopt some people's kids if I had to.
Oh, absolutely.
If the Empire was out to get them,
Yeah, why not?
and we were trying
Why
to
not?
protect them,
Why not? Why
come
would-
on down.
Sure, why
We're
not?
putting you to work on the farm.
I mean, or on the podcast. On the podcast.
Yep.
Hey, we could use some editing, or I don't know.
I just learned that our dog drools when she sleeps.
Oh, does she drool when she
Yep.
sleeps?
Yep,
Oh,
sure
cute,
does.
Cute. No one else can see that, and I didn't see it either.
Yeah. It's drool. I don't know that makes it cute.
Oh, it is. I actually,
Is
I know. I don't have an issue with drool. I find it to sometimes be an endearing quality depending on the
disgusting.
dog. Well, it is because they're so like comfortable or happy or, I don't know. It doesn't bother me at all.
Okay.
Which is clearly evident because I've had several drooly dogs in my life.
That's true. That's
Yeah. And, I will say, I feel like there's not enough dog representation, but they do have Chewbacca.
yeah.
He's kind of like a
No,
dog.
don't do that to Chewbacca.
Like in the other movie that I really like, he is a dog.
Oh my God!
the
You might have
spoof.
just got canceled for the second time in one episode.
I He's a good dog. Don't get me wrong.
No. We need to keep recording tonight.
Okay. So that might be cut, is what you're saying. All right. If it made the floor, it's because it was for good.
I might cut myself out of this podcast if you, Chewbacca. Oh, I'm mad. We're gonna move on because you're not gonna say it anymore.
You know what it is, really quickly.
He's from a beautiful and wonderful and strong culture.
You're gonna win this episode so hard.
that is supportive to the rebellion and the cause of all good in the galaxy. They're friends with the Jedi and Master Yoda specifically.
I understand.
They are called the Wookiee.
I know they're
They
Wookiees.
Speak and have a language. They can fly spaceships.
I understand.
I mean,
I understand.
No offense to the dogs in the room.
I really like these dogs.
But you ain't Wookiees.
I really like these dogs.
We had a dog named Wookiee.
We did have a dog named Wookiee.
He looked kind of like Chewbacca a little bit.
A little bit.
With the coloring a little bit.
But here's part of the reason why I see that is because before I saw Star Wars, I saw the epic film Spaceballs.
Oh, and it's
a dog. John Candy's a dog.
He is.
Yeah. So this is why no matter what.
Called Barf?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That was my favorite Star Wars movie. For sure. They're gonna have
They're doing a remake?
I don't know if it's a remake or a sequel. But you know what? Maybe it's like episode 4.
I'm real concerned. Because I watched another one that Mel Brooks did a sequel to. Oh, now I can't remember.
Airplane 2?
No. Like recently there was a remake.
Oh, yeah, I didn't like it. Naked Gun.
Sequel.
The Naked Gun
Not that one either.
I didn't like that one. Sorry for those who did.
I don't think that was Mel Brooks, was it? Was Mel Brooks Naked Gun?
Yeah.
I don't think it was.
I think so. Yeah.
Maybe it was.
Could be. I don't know.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. They haven't been that great. Okay, so back to the story. And then we got to wrap up the story. So you have... Okay, the first one, I was in the second one. We had the kid. We were Anakin Skywalker. He was a kid. And then he goes off to become a Jedi, which he does do. Falls in love with Queen Amidala. And
she had some pretty dope clothes. I won't even lie about that.
She did. She was the queen of a whole planet.
Yeah.
And later she de-queened herself and became a senator to the planet because they weren't like rulers forever situation. And then you have a whole lot of internal strife. There's the bad guy is one of the bad guys is another Jedi turned Sith, and he's trying to infiltrate the Jedi and stuff. You have the creation of the clone army. You have
were they actually clones or they were just called clones?
They're literally clones.
So who was the guy or girl?
Boba Fett.
Oh.
Who was the bounty hunter in...
I remember him, didn't...
Okay.
Wait, maybe I don't. I think I do. Didn't he capture Han Solo? And put him into the thing? Or was that a different bounty hunter? Wasn't there a bounty hunter on Han Solo and Chewbacca?
Yeah, but that was not... The guy that captured him was a betrayer, old friend... Cloud City. Oh man. See, I definitely know this name, and it's just for whatever reason escaping me. I'm mad about myself right now. Okay, so anyway, so then
doesn't it start with a C?
Also,
doesn't matter.
You can't right now. You also have Luke Skywalker go off. I'm sorry, not Luke Skywalker. Anakin Skywalker go off and start to show signs of like he's getting bad.
Yeah.
Questions. He's acting un-Jedi like. Anyway, and then it all goes real dark in the last one of that series, and he starts, killing kids and getting super, super, super bad. And
he killed kids? I don't remember that.
Yeah, he did. And then the Emperor...
That's pretty bad.
...reveals himself as the Sith Lord, and then there's this big fight, and Anakin gets his limbs cut off, and where he sort of turns Darth Vader-y. And it's pretty dark, actually.
It is. He's a terrible, terrible husband. Horrible husband.
Yeah, I mean, when you're...
awful father.
When you're the type of person that's not too far away from killing children, you're probably not a great husband or father.
I have lots of opinions about that, but you said I can't talk about that.
It's going to make me mad, probably. Depending on what you say.
I'll make you mad, so I won't talk about it.
Let's remember two things. They're made-up characters.
Yes.
And they're aliens. It's important to remember those things.
Okay.
It helps a little bit.
Well, I mean,
depending on what you're going to say, that's going to upset me. So, okay. So then in the last one, they introduce, for the first time, a female as the lead.
You mean the last trilogy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this one is most current in the timeline and most recently released, because it comes after all of that stuff. She's the granddaughter of Emperor Palpatine.
Spoiler alert.
Again, these movies are... It's a spoiler alert that if you were going to watch it by now, you would have watched it by now.
Okay, well...
These aren't 6 months old. They're years and years old. Anyway.
Just saying.
Yeah, we're just spoiling it all. And she goes through a similar journey, which is... She lives on a deserty planet. She doesn't know who her real parents are. She finds out she has powers. She ends up going on a little Jedi journey type thing. And then the bad guys in that one are like a former Jedi turned dark side. And also, there's like a new Dark Lord situation. And all of that, turns to be, they're doing sort of the same. They're trying to create an empire and subjugate the galaxy. And she's got this hero arc that puts her in front of all of that business. And ultimately, obviously, she ends up winning the fight. But in not quite a super expected way. That's where we learn the Sith had a planet, and she goes there to sort of confront the one, but ends up sort of confronting them all. Anyway, it's wild. So the reason I love the Star Wars movies is that it's told a really big story in a relatable way, such that it's probably the best-selling movie franchise ever. It also introduced, sort of to the world, the big-budget space opera movie that hadn't quite been delivered yet. It was in the era of the original blockbusters before the movie rental chain Blockbuster. Jaws was the original blockbuster. Did you know that?
So today, nothing to do with Jaws or anything, but we were driving in St. Paul, city that we live near, and out front in somebody's yard was this huge statue of a shark.
Statue?
Yeah, I should have taken a picture.
Statue.
A statue with blood and everything coming out of it. And it had still, it's clearly was a Christmas decoration because it still had a tinsel ring around it. It was huge. I would say 5 feet tall. Next time I drive by it, I'll take a picture.
I'm interested.
Yeah. I was like, it was so epic because I don't know. So I'm sure it's probably somewhere Googleable. shark sculpture in St. Paul in someone's front yard, because I bet you the neighborhood that it's in, it's not necessarily the most appreciated. It's kind of a bougier neighborhood over there in St. Paul. So
That's great.
I'm sure someone doesn't like it. And I'm sure wasn't there like, oh, no, I guess it wasn't a land shark. The thing that was sitting in the desert thing eating people that they would shove down in the thing with Princess Leia when she was in the bikini
when
outfit.
Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't that a shark or something down
No.
there in the? Okay. All right. Well then.
Just a giant sand worm, maybe you call it. I don't know what you would call it.
Okay,
but it ate. Okay. Anyway, so I don't know. That explains my love of Star Wars. It tells a huge story. It delivered it in a new way to the masses. It's got a huge amount of reach and influence. It's for sure easily one of the best film franchises of all time. To me, no doubt.
Okay.
And so, Amber, let me ask you a question.
Ooh, in this corner over here, we have Luke weighing in at 185, sporting a
Give or take.
a freshly trimmed beard.
Yeah, it's way too short.
I think it looks nice.
Oh, you want it shorter?
No, it didn't. Whoa.
Ew.
Okay. Anyhow, he has got the rankings of, again, we're still at 8 ties, which is great.
No, it's not.
He's won 8, which is great.
This is so bad.
And he's lost 14. We still have some
I
out
just
there.
don't know what I did to deserve this.
I mean, according to our scientific discovery, the answer is what you did was you were wrong.
It's tough.
Yeah, that's a hard pill to swallow. I have a feeling I could lose this one today.
Maybe.
It doesn't matter what the question is. I've already canceled myself from a few people according to just very simple statements, and I'm sure I will light it up more with whatever I say next, because I don't know what the great question is.
Yes, you do.
Do I? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about a few.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
What
Let's
is
hear it.
your favorite Star Wars movie?
Oh, gosh, there's so many to choose from.
There's 9.
9 movies. So, it's hard to pick a favorite from these movies. I've seen 6 of them. So I feel like I'm not going to pick any of the ones I haven't seen.
It's so weird that you haven't seen the last 3.
It's not that weird.
Okay.
But since I haven't seen the last 3, I feel like I would have nothing to really fight about why I like them, except for maybe if I'm like, well, it's over. But I'm going to say I didn't like the first one that was released at all. That started the whole world of Star Wars. And I know that that's awful to say. I didn't like the third one at all, because I didn't like Anakin's character with Queen Amidala. I thought it was really wrong. I thought
The 4th one.
no, that's episode 3.
Okay, you're doing the. So I thought you were talking about when they were released. You said the
I'm
first
jumping
one
over. Yes, the first one. When I say it,
released, which
that would
was
be
episode 4.
Right. So I didn't like episode 4.
Okay.
Which was the first one released in whatever, 77
And you didn't like
or
episode
something.
3
I didn't like episode 3
when Anakin really turned to the dark side.
because he's like a terrible person, and I just thought it was like,
It's true.
I really didn't like his character at all. I think that he was horrible to his woman, who should have had way more power and way more say. Like, if I were her, I'd have locked him up and been like, dude, you're done. You're done. There is nothing good coming out of you. I can see the evil in you, But she didn't do that.
Question was favorite.
I know, but to get there.
Okay.
To get there, I have to get rid of the ones first that maybe
Sure.
were kind of big deals, right? I feel like those 2 were kind of a big deal movies, right?
Sure.
The first one, It was okay. I mean, you had a little kid running around, episode 1, which would have been the 4th one released, right?
Yeah.
You had a little kid running around, you know. You had the guy who Liam Neeson played, and he was kind of a good actor in that one. You also had Ewan McGregor, kind of okay. Not my favorite, but like it was okay. Seeing young Obi-Wan Kenobi, you know. One of those was young Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I don't remember which one. I think maybe Ewan McGregor. I think so. No.
Wait, young Obi-Wan? Yes, that's Ewan.
Yeah. And I mean, who doesn't really like Obi-Wan Kenobi? So kind of seeing him to start off and not being the know-it-all in the beginning, like not having that sage and the one. So anyhow, I thought that one was okay. I don't remember what episode 2 was about. I don't remember too much about it, but I bet you Anakin like kind of grew up in episode 2. But I think that probably Queen Amidala had a pretty big thing. But it's still not my favorite. The last one, which was episode of the 6 that I saw.
Okay.
Which was episode 6.
No.
1,
4, 5,
2,
6
3.
came out first.
Right.
1, 2, 3 came out second.
So episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Is that episode 6?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I didn't really care for that one much either. So I'm going to go with the one I guess I would like the most. I know I missed one in there, but it just means I don't remember it.
That's okay.
And that's going to be episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
Now, the reason I like that movie is all of the others, oh God, I'm going to get canceled right here, were a little cheesy and kind of like wrapped some things up nice enough that you're like, cool. If I saw that one, I'm fine. You know, like I know enough of what I need to know, right? But episode 5, I like because not only like is that where the greatest, most well-known Star Wars phrase came from, right? Which you've heard your whole life 1,000,000 times over, even though it's a misquote.
Yeah.
You know, Luke, I am your father, which is a misquote. Mm-hmm. I know this because I've heard you say that. But that's where that came from.
Yeah.
You know, where Luke was like, oh, I mean, I didn't know. My dad, he's awful, you know. And he learned that. And I thought that was kind of an interesting bit of discovery for him, that this evil man he had been fighting was his own father all along. This man who wanted to kidnap this hot princess who ended up being his sister. I don't know if we learned that in this movie. Doesn't really matter. But, you know, like that evil man being his father. I thought that was kind of a good little, you know, flip of the script there for you. That doesn't happen too often, where it's like a big shocker, you know. And then also, I liked how hot take, I don't really care for Han Solo, so I thought it was pretty great that they just threw him in a carbon thing and stuck him there, and they said, you're on timeout. I was fine with that. But what I think the best part of the whole movie is at the end. The very end, where Luke's just flying off into space. Nobody knows what's going to happen. The Empire is kind of ruling everything, and they're all just kind of sitting there in doom and gloom. And the reason, I know that sounds weird, but you know what? That just seems so reflective of life frequently, where you're like, I guess I'm just going to have to do whatever the next right thing is, and it's probably not going to make any bit of a difference in this world or universe that I'm flying off to, but I'll just be here, even though everything's bonkers around me. So I like it. I like a cliffhanger. I like an untidy ending a lot in general. If it's a movie with an untidy ending, it automatically gives it additional, like, points for me. So I liked how it ended, and I was like, perfect. I don't need to see anymore. I don't. Story's over. We're good. And that's why I liked that episode 5.
But you watched 4 more.
Oh my God, I didn't. Okay. It's because I love a man named Luke in my life.
Okay.
I don't like Luke Skywalker. I actually really dislike Luke Skywalker, but I
Oh
like
my God,
Luke.
with the cancellations.
I like this Luke, and this Luke loves Star Wars, and so I watched the other 4 because it was important to you. But I'd have been fine being done at that second one.
And you haven't watched the last 3. What does that say?
I mean, says you found someone else to watch Star Wars with.
Oh my goodness gracious.
So there you go. I think that
Okay.
was the best one. And tell me what one is more momentous than that.
Oh, okay. It's hard for me to pick a favorite. As you could tell, I really enjoy all the Star Warses. I am... You should watch the last one, because you might like the last one.
Does it end in doom and gloom and unhappiness?
I mean, it's not tidy.
Okay, maybe.
I mean, it's tidy in a way, but it's not like... Anyway,
Luke dies in the end, doesn't he?
he's dead in episode... I think... Is it the... Yeah, it's in... Ooh,
Doesn't, like, Rhea kill him or something?
no, I think it's in
Is that her name?
7.
Is it Rhea?
Ray.
Oh, I'm thinking of the other Rhea with the dragons.
Oh, yeah, because that's almost the same movie.
It's pretty similar.
Wow. Oof. No, it's
I mean,
not.
strong female character.
Not
learning
even
to
close.
Fight.
Oh my God. Just, you can't, that's way too loose of a correlation.
I have. Oh,
That's so many movies.
oh, but she was in a deserty thing.
Can I talk?
Yes, you can.
Okay, that'd be great. Okay, so I think my favorite is probably episode 6, which would have been the third one to come out, chronologically speaking. It's the one right after the one you picked.
Yep.
I have liked all of the trilogies. My favorite, probably mostly for nostalgic reasons, and because it was the first one, and because it was created, for whatever reason, it's the ones that its creator, George Lucas, decided to pick, episodes 4, 5, and 6, because for whatever reason he knew that he was going to have more story. I would like to just brief sidebar. How cool is it that you have a filmmaker who decides they're going to make a film trilogy and they're going to start in the middle? I think that's kind of cool, just on its own. So, to your claim, the whole thing is a little bit untidy, like on purpose, because George Lucas, in his brain, knew and has been interviewed and said many times, he always had the ideas of what would come before and what would come after, but he never made them. Well, he did make 1, 2, and 3, but he didn't make them for like 25 years or something like that, because, the studios didn't want to pay for it. So the middle is a little bit untidy just because it's in the middle. And I think the reason that the finale of that trilogy, the Return of the Jedi, is my favorite because it wraps up most of the story that you've been introduced to that point. So you get to see Luke Skywalker as a full-blown Jedi, which for me was really cool. You get to see what the thing you said about you can't be a good person if you do one good thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I just to say, the story of redemption is a powerful story. There's a reason that it's in all the stories. And Darth Vader, before he dies, finds redemption from, well, basically the efforts of his son, Luke Skywalker, because Darth Vader is the reason that the Emperor is overthrown. Not killed, because he comes back, but overthrown. See, untidy. Maybe you should have watched more. And the amount of like struggle that you see, like you've got a guy that essentially was seduced by dark magic, break free of that spell, sort of. You get to see that. And by his tossing the Emperor down the, whatever that thing was, mine shaft, space exit, whatever the heck, the thing in the spaceship that he fell down at the end of episode 6, or near the end of episode 6, is, I mean, it's hugely good. Like, it's not just one small act of good. Like, he's cutting the head off of the snake. Like, the Emperor goes and the Empire falls. That's what happens. And he himself dies shortly thereafter. Now, the other reason that I like episode 6 is because Ewoks. And they are fantastic and actually integral to the story, and that the Jedi won. Because
they're like the little Care Bears or whatever they are.
Yeah, their little cute language and their tree houses, and it's great. And they're helping the Empire. And I think that they were awesome. You also get to see the good or the best parts of Han Solo, because he's like fully part of the rebellion at that point, and he actually is, doing things that aren't selfish, which is what most of his character was for the first couple of movies. And it gives you that sort of what you're hoping for in a movie like that. It gives you that story where through impossible odds, that even the smallest chance is worth taking for the greater good.
I'm just going to say, I like...
Now is when you interrupt me. Now, like this moment.
Yes.
Okay, what do you want to say now? Thanks.
I'm just going to say, I liked him better in Indiana Jones than Star Wars.
Okay, next time maybe just keep that to the side.
It's fine.
So, what I'm saying now is very important, and I want even you to hear it, so try listening. So, the reason I like episode 6 is because it gives proof to the message that hope is worth it. That matters. And that's what made Star Wars the sensation that it was, is that there can be an overpowering, oppressive force that can't possibly lose with huge power, big weapons, sprawling empire, political systems, all kinds of different systems, and spread out across a whole galaxy, and it can lose due to the fight and hope of a small rebellion that's doing it for reasons that are altruistic. They're out for protecting people. They're out for, love. They're out for, the right reasons. I mean, it's what you would expect. It's like, why are you all powerful, Emperor? Why are you out here just killing people and blowing up planets and stuff? Well, maybe you're wrong, so let's fight. And he wins. They win. The Jedi win. Mm-hmm. They shouldn't have won. But they won. And they won through weird chances and lucky breaks and coalitions. And, they needed Ewoks, and they needed a weird old swamp wizard named Yoda to train Luke Skywalker. And they needed helpers in...
And Jar Jar Binks.
Sure. They needed helpers in all kinds of Unlooked For Places. That's actually in a different series, and it's not part of episode 6, and it's a
Wait,
prequel.
did he not live?
But, you could interrupt again. So
I just asked a question.
That wasn't a question.
Time period, you're right, it was a statement.
Okay.
But in the time period, who knows how long a Jar Jar lives, right?
Jesus.
So...
let's cut this part out. Yeah?
He can't.
Oh, my goodness.
This is the thing that we all forget about.
This is super important.
I know.
Okay.
And I'm just saying, how do you know? How do you know? You needed the underwater people, just like you needed the desert people and you needed the tree people.
But they weren't in the original trilogy. Mm-hmm. Or the movies we're both talking about.
Right. I get that. But it was episode
They're part
6.
of a different arc.
But that's episode 6.
OMG.
It's all interrelated. And Obi-Wan Kenobi saw them all.
That's not true. He died in the first of the original movies.
But
yeah, he died in episode 4.
I saw him smiling with the old dead Darth Vader dad too.
Yeah, when he's a ghost?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, good job.
Death cannot stop us.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, somewhere in there, let's just say I wrapped my argument. We're a little long in the tooth.
We are done.
Thank you for the valuably placed interjections.
You're welcome. You didn't really think
I'm about to get choked up talking about hope and
I'm like, what about
love?
Indiana
And you're like,
Jones?
Indiana Jones was fine.
Great movie. Movie.
Who? Oh,
those were great. I like those. I like those way better.
I'm super glad that you've interjected even more. Okay, so the question has been asked and the question has been answered.
Yeah. The question of what's better, Star Wars or Indiana Jones?
Nope, it was Star Wars or Star Wars.
Yeah, episode.
But you know what? I will put this out there. If anybody wants to vote for Indiana Jones, you can. I feel like that's probably not a vote for Amber. So
Indiana Jones wouldn't be a vote for me?
Definitely not, because that's not the question. You don't get to pick multiple.
No, but I like Indiana Jones.
Thank you. That's good. So you like Harrison Ford. Cool. Blade Runner? No?
Didn't see it.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Critically acclaimed even.
Wasn't he in Air Force One or something? I don't know. Sometimes I like him. Sometimes I like him.
He was in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
He's been a movie star for 50 years.
And had a big career.
Sure did.
I would say he might be an A-list celebrity.
That's fair.
I don't think I'll ever meet him.
He's currently starring in a TV series that's won a bunch of awards.
Really? What's it called?
Shrinking.
I'm going to guess it's about a therapist.
So, folks, how you vote for us is on the Spotify app. That would be great. Yes. You could also comment on any of our social medias. We love hearing stuff from our people.
Yeah.
We hope you love the episode, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.